eyes in today's battle. It's the Jets and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They are led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Give up the middle to Carter. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact really timed. And now 4th down. Now the Jets are calling the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Hall again on second down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll go again with Hall.
Dances by at the 20. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say,
pressure comes, and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball. So scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On third down, Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they played it.
It goes so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson finds his man. It's Kohler. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
A toss left side for Hall.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this off. In great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Going right back to Wilson.
Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Wilson. Completes it to Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Being chased out left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll give to Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He He gets it underneath to Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Baltimore. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw is Jackson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Connecting with Kohler on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the 36, Jackson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A handoff for Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first down, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get him down really short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 13, 2:25 remaining. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Dancing to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jackson looking to throw on third, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Jackson to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Throwing, Jackson.
Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Jackson.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need the metals. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up.